So hi everybody, this is Mahima and today we have with us the very handsome and the very talented Pulkit Samrat.
Hi,
So hi,
Mahima. Thank you so much for having me here with such an amazing introduction. Thank you. I'm blushing already. My ears are also pink.
so Pulkit, how have you been doing? How has the unlock been treating you?
The unlock has been a little unnerving as well because you see a lot of people just taking unlock for granted and not following the precautions in social distancing. That is one thing we should always keep in mind. The virus is still out there, though the lockdown is gone. And I think the lockdown gave us time to understand this point. And it's just sad that majority of the people are still roaming without masks. So I just hope that we all be on the same page just for the sake of humanity. There's no other reason for that.
Okay, great. So coming to your film now. For you, what does Tash mean? The word and the film.
Ash obviously means rage for me as well. Uh, and the film means a lot more than that for me personally, because firstly, it's a Bijoy Nambiar film. And he has been on my bucket list since the very beginning, since the time I came to Mumbai to become an actor, to follow my dreams. Bijoy has been on my bucket list, and to get a chance to work with him and be a part of his world of filmmaking, to be the face of one of the characters that he's that he's visualized and written along with the writers, other writers. It's just amazing. It's a very overwhelming feeling, which I really can't describe in words alone. If I was physically present there, I would be dancing right now.
So, Pulkit, this is the first time you're playing such an intense character. I mean, आपको देखते ही एकदम मुझे तो अंबर सरिया वाला गाना याद आ जाता है वो रोमांटिक हीरो कॉमेडी वाला हनी फ्रॉम फुकरे सो टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट योर कैरेक्टर ये आप फर्स्ट टाइम प्ले कर रहे हैं ट्रेलर में आप बहुत डेडली लग रहे हैं सो टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट इट
Yes, thank you so much for calling me deadly. That is not the adjective that I've been used to since the time I've been working here. Always I've been called a chocolate boy or a lover boy or honey from Fukrey, doing with some good comic timing. And I've been really thankful to people for all of that. But first time I got a chance to do something else and portray myself in a different manner. And the entire credit goes to Bijoy for the same because he had the faith and belief in me that I will be able to carry off of a character like Sunny, a character that is full of life, is happy all the time, is very impulsive, and does not plan life, but can do anything for family, and that is where the intensity of the character comes in, where such characters don't know how to control their rage, maybe, and yeah. So I'm very excited about the fact that I got to play a different kind of a character. And it's interesting that people are also calling me angry young man now. So one more thing added to the list of adjectives, and I'm very thankful.
okay so now you've done comedy now you've done romance on screen and you've even become the angry young man is there any chance we'll ever get to see Pulkit Samrat in an out and out negative character
Maybe, yeah. That I think that should be my next, that should be my next thing to look out for a character where I play the nemesis or the anti-hero or the person with the gray shades. Um, so yeah, I think I'll be hungry for that now. Thanks for planting that in my head, just by the way.
it'll be really fun to see you in that different avatar on screen.
I hope so because I love taking on challenges. I'm sure as creative people, all of us try to, take something on that is a little challenging and tickles your creative bone. And if I get a chance to do such a character with an amazing team like Taish, then definitely.
We hope filmmakers are listening.
I hope so. I'll tweet this and tell people I'll tag filmmakers then.
That's great. So now coming back to Tesh, so it's releasing as a web series and a feature film simultaneously. What are you more excited for? And I mean, how would you differentiate between the two? How are they so different?
So, this is the first time that it is happening that a film is also releasing as a series simultaneously at the same time. And that gives a lot of freedom to the audience, first of all, to figure out they want to watch the film or they want to, indulge much more into the world and they like that binge watching stuff. कि हर 30 मिनट में क्लिफ हैंगर होना चाहिए and every 30 minutes or the end of the episode it should be अरे अब next क्या होगा so really giving all the credit to Bijoy It was Bijoy's vision, which started as a film. Then Z5 came on board and they loved the content so much, they said we should also have a series out of this. And Bijoy being Bijoy, he took on the challenge and he said, okay, I'll cut a series also out of this and we'll make two versions of the same thing. The story, the core story remains the same, but the experience in both the formats is going to be very different. A film is a full-on, film with all its ups and downs. In 2 hours, you go through that journey in that world and you're indulged in it. And then you're done with the film. In the series part of it, there are obviously, it's a very different type of a storytelling where, every 30 minutes, Vijay is making sure that the narrative is changed and people are still hooked onto the story. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to actually first watching the film and then getting onto the series to really understand, because series I have zero idea about how he's cutting it and what new is he doing in it. But film, obviously, I've seen it on the paper. We have shot it, so I know this is how the film goes from top to bottom, from like beginning to the end. But I have zero idea about the series version of it. So I'm excited about that as well. The film देखने के बाद, I'll definitely go on to the series and understand कि अच्छा, this is what Vijay has done. So I think two masterpieces from a master director at the same time.
Hearing you talk about it so passionately has already gotten us excited for both the series and the film. So Pulkit, this is your third film with the gorgeous Kriti Kharbanda, but it's your first project with Harshvardhan and Jim Sarbh. So was there any fun on-set experience that you're going to cherish forever?
I'm really fond of Kriti personally also, obviously, but as a colleague, as a professional as well, I'm really proud of the fact that she does the kind of work that she does and where she's reached in her career today. So I'm really proud of her in terms of her body of work as well. So it's always exciting for me to, again collaborate with her at a professional level. That is always the excitement. Not that necessarily we choose films that we get to do together. And interestingly, in this, it's not me opposite her or her opposite me. It's Jim who's opposite Kriti. And I, in fact, share the bromance with Jim in the film. And that really created a special bond between me and Jim as well when we started working on the lines and when we started working, because both of us come from a very different school of acting, very different, thought processes. So I learned a lot from Jim during the process, where I understood, okay, this is how he approaches a character and this is how I approach a character. So I picked up a few things from his way of working and I've imbibed and I've made them a part of me. So now when I read a script, I also apply those kind of techniques and those kind of things that I've learned from Jim. And when it comes to Harsh, unfortunately, the narrative is such and the scripting is such, screenplay is such that me and Harsh didn't get to shoot much together with each other. So we had but on personal front, we definitely bonded. On professional front, we really couldn't really bond that much, and that was also, I think, purposely done by Bijoy because both of us belong to a different world in the movie. So I think he kept the two worlds aside. So me, Jim, Kriti, Virav, and Zoa, we were all on one side. Then on the other side were Harsh, Sanjeeda, Saloni Batra. Then there is Saurabh Sachdeva, Arman Khera. So these were the two families, all right? And we were not supposed to meet that much and mingle with each other that much. So unfortunately, that much we couldn't, explore each other. But whatever I saw of Harsh, I've understood one thing, that he gives all his energies. He puts all his energy into the character. And he's got a great screen presence, because I did not see any of his work while we were shooting, as in not the earlier work, but the work from the film. कि क्या shoot हो रहा है दूसरी family का और क्या shoot नहीं हो रहा है, and what kind of work are these guys doing. So when I saw the teaser and I saw the screen presence, and while I was dubbing, I was watching a few scenes. It's just amazing. And this is Sanjeeda's first film. I'm so impressed, and I'm so happy that Bijoy has given her the chance that she deserves. And she's amazing in the film. She's just done wonders. I'm sure everybody will love her work.
So while you and Harsh didn't get a chance to share the screen, you and Jim are playing BFFs. Was there any point on set when you felt like I wish we were BFFs in real life, or did you turn into BFFs in real life while shooting for all the scenes together?
I'm sure that definitely happened. In fact, me, Viraf, and Jim would bond a lot over our meals, and we would bond a lot over lawn tennis while we were shooting. There was this one particular location where there was a lawn tennis court, a huge mansion with a lawn tennis court in the backyard. So we made the most of it. We would be sunbathing in the court and then playing bare body, thrashing each other with the balls, and yeah, just enjoying a time over there. We almost uh, crashed or broken a window over there, which turned out to be quite expensive. But yeah,
Okay, so while I was stalking you a little bit on social media, I saw under some of the posts about Taish, users have commented that this movie deserves a theater release. Do you feel the same way?
yeah. Obviously, the movies are made with an idea that they'll be released in the theaters. But unfortunately, the times that we are living in right now, and the pandemic that we are going through, that leaves us with with no choice. We are thankful that there is an OTT platform, and that we are thankful that there are OTT platforms that are showing interest in the films that the industry is making, and they have ready for the release, and they are seeing the day of the light, and that is what actually matters. In fact, uh, so I'm just looking at the silver lining in this regard. If if we have lost the opportunity to release it in the theater, then at least we have gained the opportunity to come to the OTT platform, which can showcase a movie and a work to 109 different countries at the same time, and which means 109 different kind of cultures, different kind of languages, different kind of people, and different kind of audiences. So it's a huge reach. So I'm looking forward to that and see how the reaction goes.
Great. Okay, so before we take your leave, I have just one very important question. Is there any update on Fukrey 3? Because the Ambarsaria moment from Fukrey 1 was gold. Second में almost चूचा के साथ होने वाला था zoo के अंदर. अब third का बहुत जोर से wait कर रहे हैं. तो कोई भी update हो अगर तो.
No, the update is this, that the team has already started working on it. The scripting is done, and we all have had admiration, and we all love what Rick and Vipul have written for third part. And it's going to be bigger, crazier, madder version of Fukrey, and we'll be on floors very, very soon, early next year. So we all are looking forward to that.
Great, we are looking forward to it. You can already see the excitement on my face.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pulkit. Thank you for all your time. All the very best for Taish. And we are eagerly waiting for Fukrey 3 after Taish. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. There's also Hathi Mere Sathi, which is coming in Jan.
So yeah, the release date just came out.
Yeah, and that one is releasing in the theaters. So yeah, I'm really thankful that we were able to pull that off. That Eros has shown that they are really the big players. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Great, super excited. All the very best. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you at the movies. Bye.